boys and girls, it's Mrs. Tinsley. We are going to be talking this week for math about writing and telling time in hours and half hours using a digital and an analog clock. So if you're not sure what those are, let's take a look. So we have this kind of a clock right here. This is called our analog clock. This is the clock that has the hands on the clock. Then we have a digital clock, kind of like what you might see on your oven or your microwave, maybe some alarm clocks, digital clocks. These are a little easier for us to read. We are really going to be working hard on telling time by analog clocks. And a way to do that is by using the two hands that you see on your clock. You have a minute hand and an hour hand. The minute hand, you can see right here, is longer. The hour hand is shorter. An easy way to remind yourself of which hand is which is see this word minute. This word is longer than the word hour. So you know that the word minute is the longer hand because the word minute is longer. The word hour is shorter, so it is the shorter hand. When we tell time, we always start with the shorter hand. So we will be looking at the hour hand first and saying that number, then the minute hand. So you can kind of think of it as if you're standing in line from shortest to tallest, we want that shortest person first so that they can see what's going on. So we're going to work on telling time. So I have a clock here, and when we tell time, we are going to be looking at our hour hand first. So I am going to show you our hour hand here. I'm going to put our hour hand on my clock like this, okay? That's where wherever that number or that hour hand is pointing is the number that I say first. This one is pointing at the 9, so I'm going to say 9, okay? Then I'm going to look at my minute hand. My minute hand is the larger hand. My minute hand on this clock is pointing at the 6. If my hour hand is pointing at the 6, what I do to figure out where I'm at and how I get to what I'm going to say, because I'm not going to say 6, I'm going to count by 5s. So when I talk about minutes, I'm going to count by 5. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start at the 12 and hop to the next 5, or to the next number here, which is 5 increments. So I'm going to say 5, 10, you can see the numbers on the outside, 15, 20, 25, 30. So when I stop here, that means that I'm 30 minutes past the hour, and my minute hand is on the 6, so I'm going to say 30. So let's practice. If I put this hand over here on this clock, I am going to say 9 because 9 is my hour hand, and I look at that first. And my minute hand is on the 6, so I'm going to say 30. 9, 30. Now, that's half hour, okay? If I want to turn my hand around and put it like this, to where now my minute hand is pointing at the 12. Anytime my minute hand is pointing on the 12, I will always say o'clock. You just need to remember that. So this clock is telling me my hour hand is on the 9, so it's 9 o'clock. So we are going to work on telling time to the half hour and the hour when we come to class this week. Please make sure that you are practicing at home. And a great way to do that is to get a paper plate. You can draw your time, your numbers on the outside of the clock. You could put a little fastener piece in the center and make your hands around the clock. That is a great way to practice at home. Another way to practice at home is to have your parents see if they can find a clock and maybe turn off some of those, what are they called? I'm just forgetting, the microwave and the oven. Or if you do see those, practice reading those and then looking at a clock like this to determine the time that matches, okay? So we will practice these. I hope that you guys will be practicing these at home as well. Remember the tricks that I showed you. Minute hand is longer, hour hand is shorter. All right, everybody, have a wonderful day. We will see you guys this week in class.